Alright, what's up? Trevor here with Tag Performance and Nutrition, and today I just want to go over some of the tools that I use while tracking my food, things to measure, things to weigh, a little bit go into a little bit more on actually, not going to go into the actual weighing of the food, how to weigh it, measure it, but just some of the tools that I use to track food, because I think tracking your food is a great way. Everyone should do it at least at some point, just to see what actual portion sizes are of proteins, fats, carbs, and just to see how much these portions, these sizes are that you're actually putting into your body. A lot of times, especially with the American diet plan, when you're going out to restaurants and things like that, you just pile everything on a plate. Plates are larger, portion sizes are larger, and once you actually see and realize how much you're actually eating, how much you're putting in your body, it can go a long way into becoming, building those better habits, becoming a more intuitive eater, kind of knowing what portion sizes are. You can just eye it up that way. But I think everyone should at least track at some point. I've been doing macro calorie tracking for probably, I don't know, 6-7 years now, and I mean, people can find it overwhelming, but once you do it, I've found it great for me. It just keeps me on track, whether I'm trying to burn fat, lose fat, or build muscle, or just maintain, stay up for performance for baseball and things like that. So a couple things we got that I use. I use a scale, measuring this little battery powered, cheap thing. I don't even know where I got it. I had it for a while now. I think my mom actually got it for me for Christmas or something one year. So cheap little scale, just use it, measure it. Make sure you're actually like zeroing things out when you're measuring. This one measures in grams and ounces, so or like pounds, ounces, and then in grams as well. So just be sure you're knowing what you're measuring in when you're tracking. So you can do it that way. So scale is a great thing. You can get one of those pretty cheap, Amazon, Walmart, Target, wherever it may be. But use that to measure anything from your meats, your vegetables, your carbs, your starches, all that stuff, fruits. Measure that on the scale. Then for things like liquids, your fats, your oils, things like that, you can use like measuring cups. Just get a set of measuring cups. I'm sure everyone has those already. You can use the bowls. You can use the little, like the tablespoon measuring. I don't know. I guess it's just a measuring spoon. I'm not the ace in the kitchen, so measuring cups, spoons, measuring bowls, just things like that. You can use to measure out liquids, flour if you're baking something, whatever that may be. Those are just good to measure out, like tablespoon, teaspoon, cup, half cup, whatever you're trying to measure with, especially with liquids. Things that aren't as easy to weigh on a scale, you can measure them out that way. So then the other main tool I use is MyFitnessPal. There are tons of different apps that you can use to actually track your calories, your macros. So MyFitnessPal, that's the first one I started using, and I've been using it. I know there's a chronometer. I think there's one called like Fat Source or something like that. I don't even know them all. But find one that you can like. It makes it a lot easier than actually, I know in the old days, there was like a book that you could read. It had all the calories, the proteins, the carbs, the fats in each food, and you actually look it up and track it down by notebook or whatever, pen and paper. But all these apps out there make it a little bit easier. A lot of them you can scan if you're eating something with a label from like a box, say like oatmeal or something, and you just scan the label. It will look it up. MyFitnessPal has thousands of products or whatever that they have in their database. So that's just what I use to keep track of my macros, my calories, that no matter what my goal is. So just keeping that up to date, using one of those calorie macro trackers is a great tool if you're actually tracking in your calories and macros. So those are 3 tools that I use when I'm measuring, weighing, tracking food. So if you have any questions on any of those, feel free to reach out. I'd be more than happy to help you.